Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Is that who I think it is? Aye, I reckon so. Rather more common looking than I'd expected. But I suppose that's neither here nor there.
A treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Or you needing me?
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast. For the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermund. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
This is the inn. We've room to spare if you're looking to spend the night. Of course, nothing's free in this world.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. To this world I return, ready to put all I've learned to use.
Our adventure continues.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
Alas, 'twould seem I've taken on too much.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on...
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you care to ask? If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate, which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops, I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I mean, those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it, and do with it what you will.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen. If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up.
Dear me.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in a lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
What brings you here?
That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next time, then.
I fear I've naught useful to share.
I wasn't worried for a moment. Wherever you go, we pawns will always find you.
There's no debilitation a curative cannot mend.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
When we first came to this village, I had not an inkling of what secrets it hid.
To think we were being evaluated for our potential all along. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
I don't much fancy narrow spaces.
Let us proceed with due caution. We are none of us alike in vocation.
That is most fortuitous.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. We've little need for a campsite at present.
I understand the inclination arisen. Camping is one of life's simple pleasures, after all.
Look there. I espy another statue.
Why don't we go...
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared.
Did anyone else see that? Aught catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
I am.
Seems our foe has recognized our victory.
Ought we to pursue and eliminate the stragglers?
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Words worth hearing.
You'll not live to regret this.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
What you waiting for? Get on with it.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by.
If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side.
I understand.
Heavens, no! What do you take me to?
I'm a goner. I'll take any chance not to think on my foot.
Not a chance. All's lost.
Idleness is a luxury I can
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Stand strong.
Let's not be hasty now. I've not trained for this.
Command any
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Can't put a price on peace and quiet.
I'm dead on my
My
feet.
head hurts.
I've much
Well,
through
we
yet.
could use more places like this. I can't wait to see
What are you up to? Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Come back any time. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Always another errand to see to.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
I must ask you to comport yourself with the utmost civility while you are within the masquerade.
Such cheap drink. 'Tis not at all to my taste.
Methinks I'll have a rest. My feet ache from dancing.
We must consider the needs to the sovereign's help and a kingdom at peace. My sword arm could use some work. It's a shame. Just how I like it.
Captain will have my head if I skip another patrol.
You were posted in front of the passage yesterday, right? Next time, don't leave all in front of the door. I had a hell of a time wrenching the damn thing open.
Beg your pardon. I'll be mindful of that from now on. Still, no doubt there are others who've no idea that's even a door. Mayhaps someone should put up a sign, eh?
What now? I mean, we who are gathered here are...
Whatever am I to do?
I shan't let anything spoil my evening.
Surely these extravagances cannot continue.
I've a niggling feeling I've forgotten something.
Just about anywhere.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
Would that all my days. When does my watch end?
Good to see you, Master.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
There is much we ought to tend to.
if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I have no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your Majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this will make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
Could you come over here?
There is much we ought to tend to. If you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deez's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you. Yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now. Though, I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Follow me, Arisen. It was an eventful journey, but we made it here all right.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox-cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the Western Road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Oh!
The Goblin's lair lies somewhere along the western... I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Such peace.
If you must go off on your...
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle. Is aught amiss hereabouts?
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Some skills can only be honed on the battlefield. This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mind. Are the new recruits back?
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been, Your Grace?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
At least my back's not acting up today.
Those recruits don't go pummel from point.
My head will roll if Orsto's arrived.
Back to it, I suppose.
This is no life. Can't get by on muscle alone.
Could use a dash of salt.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this work.
Feels it, no doubt.
Well met,
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
no time to catch you.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Disa's schemes run deep. Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer, I bid you, take this.
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
That's odd.
Queen Regent Deeza appears to be working in concert with this Phasers fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
Death comes for me next.
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Gathering clues will be essential to our success in this matter.
Is there aught I can assist you with?
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
Best watch yourself.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept, and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
My prayers will Wickedness has no hold upon a tranquil mind. Wickedness has no hold
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
I ain't keen to drink.
I cannot fathom your intent.
None of us is going to be tomorrow.
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Must we beg for guidance? Can't we make our own? I know so little of this world. Wickedness has no hold.
Please, sir, don't tell nobody what I said about exploring those vaults.
I must be grateful, at least I have a full belly. The betterment is an endless...
Good day, sir.
This is a place of prayer. Do keep your voice.
This place ne'er fails to calm me. It is my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue.
I can't go on with this.
True faith must be
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. Monsters have gotten bolder of late and more ferocious.
Pity me, do you?
What have I done? Is there...
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get much out of them myself. Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could...
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery. Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Shall we report back now? There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
No one's coming to my aid.
My bed once.
I
And as
must
sharp
be
as
grateful,
this.
at least I have a full belly.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? And perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
'Twould be foolish to rush headlong into battle against such a foe.
Few battles are won by fortune alone, after all.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
Shall we follow, Master?
Right you are.
Is there no getting through this door? Tis no more or less than what one might...
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray, tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
Quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars were I the scholarly sort.
True enough.
Feast your eyes on this!
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
Is this what I deserve? You have wronged me, and so yourself.
Suppose that's enough for one day.
Gazing upon the sea makes me feel rather strange.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
May tomorrow be as uneventful as today.
I ought to have enough for a few